Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This week I'll be reviewing Married at First Sight, Season 13, Episode 10. In this episode, we had an expert visit. So Dr. Viviana came. I don't think she was the right expert to be coming this week. Maybe she should have come later on, but anyway, she's the expert that came. So she first off, I'm going to review my couples as I normally do. I'll start off with Zack and Michaela. As I've said so many times, my heart is broken for Zack and Michaela because I had high hopes for them. I thought they were going to be this season's, you know, a couple that just click from the start and they make it to the end. So she did sit down with them and sort of try to have a conversation. But I don't think Dr. Vivian was the right expert for me, in my opinion. I think it should have been Dr. Pepper because, as I said last week, Dr. Pepper is more of a motherly figure, one, and she she has a way of sort of teasing or a conversation to allow people to sort of feel empowered to express whatever they want to, because even after Dr. Viviana left, Zach blew up and then he went off. And for me, if nothing else, the expert visit should help the situation, should calm the situation, and not leave the situation in the same position it was in, or even actually worse. And Zach and Michaela are really struggling because I think Zach had a bad experience in a previous relationship. That's just my opinion. And because of of experience he's had, the way Michaela behaved has sort of reminded him of that experience. And that's why he can't seem to find a way to move forward. He was trying, he did take her on a date, they did try to do swimming and stuff. But I think they are going to struggle. They are going to struggle. And I think it's really important, if nothing else, I wish they would either get them to sit down with Dr. Pepper, whether she comes to see them or whether she does a Skype conversation or whatever. And then after that, they can sit again with Pastor Carl and sort of summarize whatever issues they're having, because they have a lot of potential, but it seems they can't seem to find their way out of the argument that they had. And it's sad that they're not they're communicating, but they don't seem good at communication, in the sense that it seems they're trying to protect each other's feelings, and at the same time they're trying to sort of say they're discussing it, but they're not discussing anything. So I don't think the two of them actually understand exactly what they're fighting about. But anyway, I don't know. I wish they'd actually brought up their problems in the groups when they met up as groups, because that might have helped. Because I've noticed this season that every time they meet up as a group, especially the guys, they're able to help each other sort of piece up, examine what's going on, come try and find a way forward. But then I don't know. That's them. And then Ryan and Brett, in my opinion, I think Brett has fully fallen in love with this guy. And it's sad that even though Ryan has been on countless dates, I don't think he has an idea of what love is, or I don't think he has an idea of what he's looking for in a relationship. Because whatever he's been looking for, that butterflies and whatever, it hasn't worked for him before. He's got an amazing wife. He says he's got an amazing partner, but he doesn't seem to appreciate that, and he's still focused on, he wants the butterfly, he wants. And Dr. Viviana tried to explain to him that, that's stuff that's in movies and stuff. You can't expect that in real life. But it's sad that he's going to be one of those people who's going to lose a potentially very successful relationship or an amazing partner, just because he's so focused on something so small, as in he wants butterflies, he wants rainbows, he wants whatever. I don't know. I wish him all the best. From there, we move on to Jose and Rachel. I said this last week and I'm going to say it. I've been saying that there's something a bit off with Rachel and Jose, and I couldn't quite put my finger on it. And I think today, for me, what happened, everything that transpired, is was able to sort of fulfill what I was suspecting. I think Jose was not happy when Rachel said that she cheated on a former partner, and because she said that, he held on to it and was looking for an excuse, because I don't think he wanted to be married to someone who is, in his words, a cheater. And so I think he's been looking for an excuse to sort of break up with her, but he couldn't find an excuse until she called him he said she called me by another guy's name. And he kept going on, oh, she called me by another guy's name. And it was interesting that Ryan was fed up and he just sort of blurted out, hey, it's going to come out anyway. It's Johnny. She called you Johnny. And it's like, if she called you Johnny, there is a Johnny in the group. Don't you think maybe it was, a slip of the tongue or something? And so I don't know. I don't know. I don't think they'll. I don't know. Or maybe the producers have asked them to do that because they were afraid that the audience would say they are boring because they are predictable. But even the fight that they had, and he locked her out, and then they were arguing, and she said she was done with the marriage. I think the problem with Jose and Rachel is they have their ideas of what they want. Rachel wants to be this independent, empowered woman, and because she keeps, hammering on it, and she keeps focusing on it, and she keeps focusing, she's going to eventually, she's going to struggle to find any relationship that fits her idea of what an independent woman should look like, or what an independent woman should do in a relationship, or should be treated in a relationship, because she keeps going on, oh, he's too controlling, my parents never taught me to do this, my dad taught me this, and it's just like, you, at some point, yes, your parents taught you something, but you have to come up with a plan for yourself, even if you want to incorporate whatever your parents taught you, that moves you forward. And you can't hinder your own success or your own ability to accomplish anything because you're focused on what you were taught. But they are struggling. She said she wanted to go, and then she spoke to the producers. Then she decided to sit down and said she had written a list. So I said this, that they were trying to keep up appearances and make out like everything was rosy, because she then read out this thing that she said she wrote a while ago, where she wrote what she was unhappy with about the relationship, and the fact that he was very controlling and he wouldn't allow her to do anything. And he then went on about her cheating and stuff, and it's just a mess. I don't know how they can find a way forward in this relationship. We'll see what happens next week. And then from there, a couple that is becoming one of my favorites, Melanie and Gil. I never thought I would say this, but Melanie and Gil are actually growing on me quite a lot. I think I'm becoming a fan. I think Mela's been swept up by Gil. She's sort of falling in love with Gil, even though he's not the type of man, he doesn't have the hair and whatever that she was looking for. Because you can see her body language, you can see the way she behaves around Gil and stuff. And so when they sat down with Dr. Viviana, he brought it up again that, I'm telling you, if you don't kiss me, I'm asking for a divorce. And she was saying, no, we can't bring up the word divorce because we're not getting divorced. So you can tell she likes Gil, but because she's trying to maintain this image of someone who's very standoffish, or she's trying to protect herself, she's then going on, she's making sure that she doesn't say or do anything that gives away how she's truly feeling. Because even when they were given an exercise to do, I was surprised she was able to put her forehead next to Gil and actually try and look at Gil and listen to what he was saying and paying attention. And for me, they seem to be, I think they're the people, Mela and Gil and Bo and Johnny are the couples that have actually progressed quite a lot since the season started, and it's beautiful to see. And I really hope they keep working on it, because Gil, when they met up with the other guys, was able to bring out that that she kissed me, and I didn't expect it, because I think she realized that she can't get her way all the time, and if she doesn't do what Gil wants, he's going to divorce, and I don't think she wants a divorce. So I think that's why she one, I think because she's attracted to him and she's falling in love with him, and two, because she really wants this man and she doesn't want to lose him, so she's trying to change her ways. I hope they really work. They seem to be getting along. They seem to be doing very well, and just flying under the radar. So I wish them all the best. And then my other favorite couple, Bo and Johnny. Bo and Johnny, oh my God, I love them. I know they do have issues. I know they do have problems at times. But what I like about Bo and Johnny, as compared to most of the other couples, is Bo and Johnny are not afraid to say what's on their minds. They're not afraid to say what's on their minds, discuss it. If your feelings are hurt, you take a break, and then you come back and you continue from where you left once you feel a bit better. And so you find they're making a lot of progress. They were happy to sit down with Dr. Viviana. They spoke that they've had sex. They are very intimate. They're willing to do anything. They were given an exercise to do, and Johnny was so excited about it that he said he's going to go and buy dice for himself so that they can come and carry out the activities that continue with the exercise. So you can see they're really working on their relationship. And for me, of all the participants in the season, the person who's made the massive transformation is Bo. She went from criticizing the gift and complaining, and now you can see she really wants her marriage to work. She's really transformed herself. She's working hard. She's really trying to compromise. And I really hope Johnny really appreciates this, because he is going to lose a potentially very good wife for himself, if he doesn't, if he's not careful. So I really hope he continues to work on this relationship, focuses on his wife, and and he will eventually grow in love with her. He will grow in love with her. So I wish them all the best. And then for me, when the guys met up, I love when the guys meet up, especially because the guys are not afraid to say what's troubling them and then give each other their opinions. I think the person that upsets me every time the guys meet up is Zack, because he's not really saying what's going on with him and Michaela. And had he said something, the guys might have helped him find a way forward. And Gil is the unofficial expert for this season, in my opinion, because every time someone has a problem, he's always not afraid to give his opinion, and he's always giving an honest and biased opinion, and that's meant to help you. So I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it, and I hope, if nothing else, Brett, Johnny, Marla, and Zack and Michaela realize, the potential they have, how good a partner they have, and how much potential they have. And I really hope they, work on their marriages honestly. And I think they will be successful. Rachel and Jose, there's too much going on there. I already see them, in my opinion, asking for a divorce. But anyway, they might shock me there on decision day. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. See you next time. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Bye, guys.